Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated, really and truly. Okay, God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay. Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so this is an ancestor message. So the note says a call to share your experiences. Okay, so it says NDEs and injuries that cause remembrance are called allowed occurrences and are revealed to the public when a large part of the collective crave answers to the same questions. Okay, so the shuffle. Okay, we got the golden light ray and we got the soul family under that. It says love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts and passionate projects. For some of you guys, your NDEs or your injuries that cause remembrance, be them, physical or emotional, these are very important things to your life, to your passionate projects, to you. Like this is so dark, but this is a gift that you receive from the divine. You're meant to share these experiences to ground the light that you pulled out of that dark situation. It says the fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light on your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. And I was just thinking about that before, but then I shuffled this deck and the divine physician came under that. And then we got the Six of Scrolls, okay? So it's like, you were always meant to share your experiences, meant to share your NDE, or meant to share whatever injuries caused, you to remember, you to snap out of it. For me, most of my injuries were like emotional, I didn't told y'all before, okay, my ex literally pushed me out of his car, okay, out of his truck. So it was a little bit high off the ground, okay. That nigga pushed me out of his car and I landed on my ass and he said, I don't want you no more. And then a whole nother bitch got up, okay. I got up, this version of me. And I'm so glad he pushed me out that truck, okay. Because if he never would have pushed me out that car, I was in my shadow energy. So I did chase that nigga down the street and around the corner in my car. And I even rammed the back of his shit a few times. But I have grown. And I feel like we have these same types of stories of growth, that you never know what it brings to other people, even if it brings them a little bit of laughter. You know what I'm saying? To hear, like such a ridiculous situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they need that laughter. They need your experience. And this spirit allowed these occurrences to go on in your life in order for you to be healed. You know what I'm saying? So write that book, start that podcast, do whatever it is that you're called to do. Share your story and your experiences in whatever way that you need to, because this is how you work your divine physician magic. This is how you give your energy. They're saying that's the overall energy, okay? So, yeah, we got the Queen of Forces. I feel like also when you share your NDEs or when you share your experiences, it brings a lot of balance to your life, and it allows Archangel Micheal to go out here and whoop the asses of every single person who calls that NDE to come in, you know what I mean? To come into your life, Sometimes, it gives Archangel Micheal, like, sharing your experiences, putting it out into the world, gives him the opportunity to help you to keep what is there and to help you make sense of it. And in that way, you're protecting yourself and protecting your energies that you have gone through. Sometimes people's NDEs or injuries and things like that can be very traumatic, but it's not meant to be that type of thing. It's meant to bring a certain balance into your life. It's meant to, wake you up and show you that you're caught in the ruins and to give you an opportunity to build from there. It is your NDEs and your injuries, your experiences. They are a chance for you to walk away from the storms of your life and walk into a more beautiful, balanced place, to step out of the views of the ego and reflect your life up into this point. And then to take, you know what I mean, with the Five of Keys, this Five of Swords energy, it gives you the opportunity to stop the war within. And then Archangel Gabriel comes in, you know what I mean, blows the trumpet and calls judgment in your life, you know, not just for other people, but for you too. You're meant to keep the thoughts that matter around these experiences and to release everything else. And sometimes in order to just find that release or to find that balance, you need to share your story, you know. So this is what the ancestors are on, you know. They really want us to be expressive about ourselves, you know, where we came from, what we was into, you know, what were we doing? Because they're saying, as much as it might seem like a shameful thing to share, a lot of people have these, they crave these answers. You know what I'm saying? They crave your experience. Like your experience is an important part of their soul healing. That's beautiful to me. What else? I love that. Okay. It says protection. So they're saying like, you don't have to worry about like people judging you or people attacking you or people coming down on you just because you're saying what happened to you in your life. It's your story to share. If you want to share it, you can share it. And if it's, you know, it's that scandalous energy, you know what I'm saying? Of the people who know they played nasty parts in that shit and they don't want to get exposed. But that ain't your problem. They shouldn't have never did it if they didn't want to get exposed for that shit. So express yourself. Even if you want to write a book, you know, maybe you care about exposing people. Maybe you don't want to put people on blast. You know, maybe you don't want that heat. They're saying, okay, write a fictional book. That's what they really said. Okay, write a fictional book. Change the characters to protect everyone else. It doesn't have less of a healing effect. You're still sharing your journey and sharing your experiences in an anonymous way. You're doing all of this healing, you know. It says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work, you know. So just know that every time you know, raise this beautiful healing hand that you hold, like to heal anyone, you know, every time you open your beautiful healing mouth to tell anyone anything, you are protected, okay? Yeah, you're here to see this beautiful light. And also I feel like sharing your NDE, sharing all of your experiences, not all of them, you know, some things are sacred and to be kept to yourself, and that's fine. You share what you're intuitively called to share. But this will take you through a whole nother magical gateway, okay? They're trying to take you to a whole higher level of transformation. And I feel like you're going to receive so much inspiration. I feel like they kind of been tempting you, you know, like to share this beautiful life energy that you hold within you, you know, tempting you to take your journey to the next level, but only so they can get you to like have these magical blessings rain on your head. I feel like you could be the kind of person, you know, who like every time you do a little thing, you know, because you could be kind of stubborn, okay? That's the energy I'm getting. You could be kind of stubborn, and every time you do listen to the divine and do something, you know, that you just didn't want to do, like I was a ball of nerves when it came to doing this. Like it gave me so much anxiety, so much worry, and there was so much fear surrounding this, but it's what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. But there was a lot of magic at play, a lot of different, like not only just all of these different blocks that I had within myself, these different fears that I really didn't understand and had to make sense of, but there was also people outside of me throwing this magic at me, you know, trying to keep me from becoming the divine physician that I am. When I said fuck it and got over those nerves and did it through all of the fear and through everything, spirit really responded so well to that. Like it really boosted me up, you know, and I'm still on the rise. And I feel like you're definitely on the rise, still in this place where you're getting boosted. They're saying, but now it's time to share those experiences that you have taken the time to make sense of, because that's where all of the healing and all of the light you're meant to pull, you know what I mean? All of the light is there. It's in your darkest stories. And that's how you're going to get your wishes really fulfilled. I feel like you could be feeling a certain spark of inspiration, and this could be something they're really trying to inspire you to do at this time. Don't feel afraid and don't feel worried. And even if you do, don't let that stop you. Don't let it hold you back, baby. I promise you it goes away. Okay, you adjust. You really truly do. And you be like, dang, like I love this. Okay, like I love this shit. And so, like, just do what you want to do. Push yourself to that next level, and don't be so shy or so worried about sharing or worried about how it's going to be received. There's always going to be, I heard, at least 10 people that fuck with you and they love you. They love your story. They can relate to it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing. And I really got inspired. Like I feel like your story is very inspiring, and it is that way for a reason. And when you share it, you reap the benefits, is what they're saying. You reap the benefits, even if it's just a good feeling that you helped someone. And Spirit's always going to send that person that's going to say the right thing at the right time. Like sometimes you guys' comments come at the perfect time where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get emotional, okay? Sometimes y'all comment and it improves my entire day, okay? Sometimes y'all are the reason why I keep recording, because I'll be like really doubting myself and I'll get a comment like, oh my gosh, this is so great, this just happened or that just happened, and y'all come in and confirm what I need to do, okay? Look at this, soul family, come on. So just know, like, there are a lot of people who need to hear from you. They need your specific brand of light, okay? They need your specific motivation. Even if that motivation is just telling, half of the story. Like sometimes that is the healing part, okay? Like when I thank y'all at the beginning, when I tell y'all I appreciate you, I really truly do. And y'all don't have no idea how much the confirmation or the appreciation, even some of y'all just be like, oh, your hair's cute. And that's just a boost for me. Like that's the reward. So Spirit's saying, like, sometimes, like they're saying, not only are you going to bring this healing to people by sharing your story, but these people are going to send you so much light, so much love, so much support for being brave and doing it. And they send it. It comes in divine time, baby. I tell you, it comes at the perfect time when you need to hear it the most. My bad. I didn't mean to get emotional, but y'all is my booze, okay? I really love and care about this. This is my baby, I'm very invested in it, and I'm very honest with y'all about who I am and what I'm into, because I need it to be received in the highest and purest of energies that it possibly can, so it can touch the right spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really truly a healer. Okay, and you are too. So don't be afraid to share what it is that you got, and don't worry about like all of the energies around you that could be pressing you to not share or to hold things back. We got indecision with this Lord Melchizedek. You could be in this energy where you feel indecisive. Like, I don't know why I feel so emotional. Like all of a sudden, this could be you. Okay, you can feel very emotional about like sharing your story. I feel like you could have gone through a lot of heavy things, and it could be very hard for you to tap back into that energy. But Spirit's saying now you've done so much healing, there's really no reason why you're not sharing it. I feel like maybe your ego could talk you out of doing things. Maybe you feel like you won't be safe, you won't be protected, like being that vulnerable or opening yourself up in that way, makes you vulnerable, but it really doesn't. It increases your strength. And it really touches the lives of people in a special kind of way. That hit me hard, okay? Yeah, look, the power of presence. The power of your presence is beautiful. It's so important to so many people, to this collective. And when it comes to like your fears and your doubts and your worries, that's when you need to see the bigger picture and see things from a higher perspective. See where spirit is trying to take you and let everything else be burned away by that violet flame energy, transmute all of that tells you you're not good enough and whatever. Like, unlock your potential by putting an end to that power struggle that you could be going through within yourself, because spirit could be trying to take you to this place, to this higher elevated energy where you really want to go, and you've really been working so hard to get there, but you're like holding back on the very things that need to be shared in this life, in this journey. Yeah, look, past life, come on. So all of these beautiful past life experiences, it says a cultural experience, it is behind you. But sometimes it's great to do a little bit of regression and step back into that energy and pull what you need to help this next person heal in that moment from there. So this is very important for you. Ooh. What else? Oh, I found this outside also, I feel like this face says so much, I found this in the grass, he looks so, I don't know, he looks kind of like anxious, he looks like kind of horrified at the thought, it's like Starseer Collective. Okay, we're gonna put you out there and you like, what? No, like, no, I'm not ready, to share that. I think like it gives you like this weird feeling, when you think about expressing yourself or, putting yourself out there, but you will always be triumphant, okay, with this energy right here, the triumph of the goddess. Like, you will always be triumphant in everything that you do. And no people are ever going to come and shit on your story, not when it's true and it's authentic and it's pure. Those are the kinds of things that get, nice, happy responses. So don't be afraid. Like, what else? We got stay true and be in your power, okay? It says, Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority, like, walk in your divine authority that has been given to you. Like, you didn't go through these things, in the past just to like have them on your heart. You went through all of this to heal it, to acknowledge it, to deal with it so that you can share it from a nice, healed, acknowledged place. So not only can you share your story, but you can also help people to recover and heal from the issues that they've been with or been through, or been with, because for some people it's still with them. These issues and worries and fears, they still have these swirling questions and they want to make sense of their NDE or their injury, their emotional injuries or whatever they've been through in their life. And you have the power to help certain people, and certain people, you're the only one who could do it. Certain people, if you don't share your story with them, that's going to be a question that's forever in their mind. Not to put that kind of pressure on you, but when you think about it like that, doesn't it make it sound so like, urgent? It sounds like something that the world needs. And this is how your ancestors are making it sound on purpose. What else? But I feel like also this could be like how you feel, like it's so much pressure. And Spirit's saying it's really not that much pressure. It's really no big, It's just, I don't know what it was that held me up the most in it. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was just like, a stage fright type of energy, because that's what I always used to call it, like I'm the most social butterfly person you ever did meet. Okay. Like, I'm happy to, communicate with other people, but when it came to performing, when it came to expressing my talents, when it came to shining my light, when it came to that shit that all of the spell work was really on and surrounding, the fear, the anxiety, it was so deep, so physical. Like, I literally felt physically bothered by the thought of sharing my own light. So Spirit's saying, like, you need to break through that by doing the exact opposite of what people expect you or want you to do. Yeah, we got the lapis lazuli, the temple of lapis lazuli. And also I feel like sharing your story, from this newer, clearer perspective that you have will bring you much more clarity. It will help you break through certain illusions of the past that you really don't understand. It will help you understand the happenings around your NDE a little bit better, or around these emotional energies and things that you have gone through a lot better. Excuse me. It says healing the divine masculine, okay? This will also bring so much healing to your divine masculine energy, to the part of you that wants to have these goals, that wants to accomplish these things. Like, there has been some sort of hold on your divine masculine energy for a very long time. And it's kind of like people had you right where they wanted you, as long as you weren't looking at these things, or you weren't paying attention to healing these things. But now you have done it. You have done the healing, and there's just this little bit of fear, this little hurdle that you may need to get over in order to share your story. What else? We got proper burial for freedom, okay? So putting a proper burial to the hesitation, a proper burial to the doubt, putting a death to anything that tells you there's no power in your presence, anything that keeps you, indecisive about sharing. Because why is it so much pressure? You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody gonna like string you up. This is, if I ever seen a time to share your opinions and your story with the world, now is the time, baby. And there's no one who's going to like be able to tell you that your truth is not valid, that your past did not do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, there's no one who could doubt your truth. And this is such a powerful thing that you need to do for yourself. What else? It says past life, present power. Come on. This is a powerful thing that you need to do for yourself in order to express these more, like, to unlock, is what they're showing me, the shadow characters in a video game. Like, in order to unlock more of the spiritual aspects of yourself, there's a real need for you to share your story with somebody, okay? To write that book, to start that podcast. I keep hearing that, okay? To start that channel, or whatever it is that you want to do. Please do it. And be very open and honest about your life, about your past, and it will be accepted and reciprocated and even appreciated a little bit more, because of the beautiful, pure authenticity that you pour into it. It's undeniable. What else? I gotta blow my nose, okay? We got the divine sisterhood, okay? With the community of, it says community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of light, There's a whole community of beautiful sisters and brothers of light who need your healing. They need to hear about your journey. They need to hear about how you found your way back to the love of God, so that they can be inspired to do the same thing. We got the goddess of 10,000 names, these endless emanations of Isis, People need to hear how you tapped into these different beautiful versions of yourself. All right. Better. So, like, this is extremely important. Excuse me for blowing my nose all in the mic. I usually pause it, but I just don't feel like it. Okay. There's a huge need for you to just express yourself, and your ancestors are saying, like, it's going to be received very well. It's all about you just doing it how you feel comfortable doing it, even if you got to do it a little bit at a time, but I think that the entire point is that you just really don't feel comfortable about doing it. But we got the Seven of Swords, and the Magician, because didn't I say that there is magic surrounding that lack of, like, that real, like, that fear of not wanting your light to shine, of how other people are going to react to it. And that's kind of where people want you to stay at, because then you don't reach the Seven of Pentacles place. Then you don't reach the harvest. Then you don't step into the full power of your earth angel energies, What's the spirit of Isis, triumph of the goddess? I seen the Empress card right here, like, I don't know, there's some sort of like fertile energy. Like so much is going to come from you sharing your story, okay? Even if you could be someone who is already in that place where you are sharing your story and you're still a little scared and you're at the beginning of it and you haven't really seen that many results, so this is totally possible storyline also. But you are totally meant to do this, okay? Like, and you got this too, and it will be very lucrative for you, okay? Yeah, we got the Fool. So don't be afraid to take this leap of faith, okay? Because you will always end up triumphant. What's stay true and be in your power? The Eight of Wands, okay? And also, it's like, first of all, this is the message. Stay true and be in your power no matter what. No matter what wants to hold you back. Even if you are the thing that wants to hold you back. And also knowing that your ancestors really do have your back on this thing and that they will always come in with that extra love and support when you need it. What's Temple of Lapis Lazuli? With the Five of Wands, I feel like this could definitely be something that you're conflicted about inside. And like, man, back to that energy, okay? Like, this what they want. What they want, what they want, what they want. Dollar signs, yeah, I know that's what they want. And y'all ain't fooling me at all. Oh. Okay, what's healing the divine masculine? That's what it is. You got to just stand in your strength. Okay, we got the Hierophant, so that's Masonic type of energy. Okay, we got the Seven of Wands. Okay, this energy of you standing your ground. I feel like the best way to stand your ground against these like calculated type of energies who don't want you to step into that time where you're like, the divine physician and you're helping, hundreds of people every day. Like, that's a problem. So push past the fear, push past the worry, push past all of the thoughts that tell you you're not the star. Put a burial, put a death to everything that's holding you back and boldly make leaps of faith. And you will always see a return from this. This is what the ancestors are really saying. Okay, what's past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Like I said, this light that you have pulled from these dark experiences in your life is what really truly does, like, not only healing those things, but sharing those things with others so that they can heal. This keeps your cup continuously overflowing with everything that it needs to overflow with, okay? God drops the bag on you for that with the Ace of Pentacles all day long. What's divine sisterhood? Okay, look, the Ten of Pentacles. Because it's talking about the community of spiritual sisters and brothers of light, And I was thinking about people, but also this could definitely apply to spirit and the way that they stand behind you and make sure you're going to get everything that you want. And a part of your like divine inheritance and you getting what you want is you really sharing your story in a major way with people, okay? The Magician. This gonna make that magic really pop off in your life, okay? Look, justice, okay? It is your justice. This Wonder Woman holding the lasso of truth and upholding her sword, Like, there's a need for you to hold up your truth for everyone to see. And it's going to, like, with this lasso, make it impossible for others to lie about your truth or try to throw some extras on whatever it is that you have done up until this point. Because you're just being open and honest about your truth. And it is your justice that you are allowed to do that shit. And ain't a near person that can make you step out of this beautiful energy of independent wealth with the Nine of Pentacles, So just drop any thoughts of anxiety, any thoughts of worry or anything like that. And it might seem like it's very hard work, and you might even run into a few towers along the way. But Spirit's saying, like, it's very important, okay? You're going to really appreciate it and where it gets your, like, the place that it takes your mind to. This healing of the divine masculine energy is so important to your career, to your forward progress. It's your divine masculine energy is important to your stability and how you continue to uphold, your journey and your job that you have to do with God, It's so important to the things that you create. What's the spirit of Isis and the Fool? Okay, we got Yemaya with guidance, okay? So your ancestors are really saying, listen to your guidance, okay? Follow your guidance. Even if it's something that scares the shit out of you, your ancestors will never guide you to doing something that isn't good for you. They saying like, it's going to be so much better than you think it would be, okay? Like, and it really lifts this weight off of your shoulders, okay? To really express yourself. Let's stay true and be in your power, and the 8 of Wands. We got nature, okay? And we got channel. So it's like you are a channel by nature, okay? So it's like almost like this energy of even your experiences aren't really your own. They're just things that spirit orchestrates, okay? What did I say? I said they are called allowed occurrences, okay? Things that spirit allows to happen within your life in order for you to collect that dark energy and turn it to inspiration for the self and others, you know? So everything you do, you're channeling. And spirit had you channel a tragic event through it actually happening in your life for a reason. What's lapis lazuli's strength in the 5 of Wands, okay? Food meditation with I can, okay? But I can is the important part of that, you know? Maybe you're telling yourself you can't. You need to let go of that and dance freely with life, you know? We got codes in nature with miracles. I feel like this is going to attract so many miracles to yourself. Maybe you're not seeing things very clearly when it comes to this. I feel like this is probably like one of the only things keeping you from really standing in your full strength, because there's a little bit of fear there. It's just like the underlying energies that come with sharing that story. Maybe try writing that story down, expressing it in some sort of way. But they're not talking about just writing it down and expressing it to yourself. They are talking about sharing your journey, what you've been through, traumatic situations and things like that with the collective in order to bring divine healing to them and knowing you're protected throughout the entire thing. What's healing the divine masculine, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Wands? Conjuring, okay, with legacy. So this is very important to you allowing your divine masculine to conjure up that beautiful legacy that is your justice for you to receive, you know. You have to use what you have been given. You have to grow where you are planted. And that means making sense of your own experiences that you've been through and sharing them. That's what boosts you to that star level. That's what takes you to this place where you're out of this world. That's what gives you the ultimate high perspective on not only your own life, but on all of the new situations that you're coming into. What's proper burial for freedom? Okay, we got karma. Come on. So, and also, you know, there's this energy of not only does it attract all the best karma to you, but it also kicks off karma for others who deserve it. Like I said, it allows Archangel Micheal to come in and work on these truths that you have exposed, okay? That you have acknowledged and are now using for healing of others. What's past life, present power? Okay, we got sorcery with revolution, you know. Like now is the time for you to start a revolution, and that begins with sharing your story, with being out and loud and proud about who you are and where you came from, and saying fuck everybody else and how they feel, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's not about them, you know? Like, yes, I do this for y'all, and I love y'all, and I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the love that I get, but at the end of the day, I just love this shit, and this is what the divine has called me to do. It just touches my heart and lights me up in a special way. And that is, you know, that has the ability to infect, to inspire those that are looking at me when I'm doing it, you know. And your story, your NDEs or whatever experiences that you have gone through up until this point have the same power, you know. What's divine sisterhood, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Magician? We got sex magic, connect, the great diviner, and highest self, So I think this is going to bring also a higher connection with your ancestors. It says abracadabra on that card, going next to the magician and the 10 of pentacles, like magic is going to happen in your life in an amazing way, Also with this great diviner energy, like you could be someone who's into divination, but I think that they're just getting at like it being more clear, that's Arunmila, and he really works with like psychics and channels and things like that. Arunmila could 100% be an ancestor to you, but Yemaya did come out first, and then we got equalizer with highest self. Like this is going to clear up so many beautiful things in your life and connect so many different dots that weren't connecting before. But it's all about you facing what's going on within the self. Then the two sides of you can get together and make this magic, through the communing of the two sides of your spirit, But you got this, okay? And also, I don't know, some kind of offering, some sort of something about offering, okay? It says act with spirit and the void, okay? So it's like they're offering you something, They're offering you this big alchemical change, but they're asking you to offer them something back, by actually making the actions and knowing that this is going to pay off for you in a big way. It's going to fill the void that maybe you had within you for quite a while, maybe there's something missing, you know what I mean? And this is with this alchemy and choices, like there is a little bit of something missing. It's not missing, you know what I'm saying? But your ancestors, I feel, are just waiting for you to get around to making that choice, And then I love this card, because it has this bong and there's the bong back there in the glass case, So it's like this choice of, it's Two of Wands energy. Do you want to be, sitting in the glass case, not ever letting anyone experience you, or like it's like a bong that sits in a case forever is just a waste. It's just a beautiful piece of glass that we spent all of this time and energy making for no reason, because no one ever got to use it. I mean, of course they see it, they appreciate the beauty of it, but they'll never get the chance to know how it smokes or to experience the high that bong provides, okay? So you are the very same way. You're not just this beautiful piece of like crystal that's meant to sit up and get looked at. You are better when you are functioning the way you're meant to function. And that means, parts of you being passed around in order to heal the collective type shit. Okay. I love the example. What else? You can smoke, okay? You could actually quite love your bong, okay? I'm hearing something about the ego and fear-based decisions again, So just be very careful with that. Yeah, we got sacred mirrors, and it says, what does your soul say, Because I feel like, yes, I had all this fear, I had all this anxiety and all of these reservations about why I didn't want to do this, but my soul was like, this is what we're supposed to do. Like the call was undeniable. I could not do it. And this is the same way that sharing your story is. Like, in order to be properly mirroring the divine and being, of the highest use to the collective and to God, you need to express yourself very honestly for the world to see. It's like it does something for your energy, It also helps to like sort of clear you of the way that you think about other people and how other people think about you. It says seeing the divinity in others, knowing more about yourself by sharing your gifts and talents. Come on. It says finding kindred souls on a similar path. It says collaborative opportunities. It says being seen. It says witnessing sacred evolution. It says connectedness, oneness. It says your place among the stars, baby. So it's time for you to take your place among the stars. And in order to do that, you need to share that beautiful story, okay? It says self-care message is egoism, being overly bothered by traits in others and allowing someone to push your buttons, allowing another's journey to affect your self-worth, not recognizing the lessons that other people can give you, you know. It says sacred mirrors are all around. Okay, so before I read that, they're saying like, and sometimes that beautiful lesson that someone else can give you is just, you know, a comment on your story, a comment of, oh, that's so beautiful, or thank you so much for sharing. You know what I mean? Like the appreciation of you and your story sometimes is exactly the energy that you need to receive from another person. It says sacred mirrors are all around. We are connected to other souls on this planet, and every single interaction, no matter how great or how tiny, can carry a message or a meaning. Just as you can only really understand the concept of light when you've understood the concept of dark, so too can you only understand who you are when you really begin to see others. We see sameness in others. We see difference, and they offer us glimpses of our own true selves through their reflection. Look for a lesson in the coming days, a sacred mirror that will refract and reverberate throughout your being and shed light on your truest form. You could be, you know, running into like these real life testaments, you know, of you could be running into a lot of people sharing their testimony with you, you know what I mean? Or running into a lot of these types of videos and things like that, you know, running into like these different self help books or whatever it is that spirit really wants you to get into, you know. It says sometimes mirrors serve to teach us how unique we are because of the contrasting and opposite nature they unveil. When another person thinks differently, use it to help you understand your own mind, okay? And this is the power that you sharing your story has, you know, because there are a lot of people who have experienced the same types of things as you, but maybe they just need your point of view. Maybe they need to hear how you deal with it, or hear how you went through it, or hear how you got to this point, you know. But it brings a high level of healing to their life, okay? It says sometimes mirrors serve to ignite something within us that we had held long forgotten. I wish I could do that. I would love to be that brave. I desire that charisma. Is that possible for me? What have your mirrors been showing you lately? And have you been acting on the information they're sending your way? Find solutions in these sacred reflections, you know. And it's like spirit really like walked me into this, you know. Like first they introduced me to readings, and then they, you know, made it very clear how the cards and God work together, and how, okay, let's do this shadow work. Okay, now, you know, what's it like to read another person, you know, like why don't you read them, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? It was just, and then it was like, okay, we should start a channel, you know. And I was like, what, you know what I mean? But all it was like they took the time to build up that trust. So this gives me the energy of like, I feel like you know exactly what they're calling you to do. You know exactly what they're calling you to share, but you could be kind of just ignoring them a little bit. Or maybe this is something that they're about to make more clear to you now that you're in this place of, you know, higher protection. I heard higher learning, you know. You're going through a time of higher learning where they're preparing you to step into your divine journey, to start sharing your story and sharing your experiences a little bit more. So just go with the flow is what I'm hearing. Okay, go with the flow. Allow us to guide you in the ways that you need to go. We got you. We got your back. Okay, you are going to be so happy that you listened to this. This is going to help you to step into your higher self, okay? And to really, truly connect and tap in with the ancestral remembrance that you have always been meant to step into, you know? So don't doubt yourself, my love. You can do anything you set your mind to. I hope you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. And I will see you later, my love. Bye.